Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I am Michelle Nicole and I put makeup on my face. I am a normal girl who does normal, mediocre makeup. If you want professional, go watch Robert Welsh. Okay? But if you just want to see some new makeup played with, then you're in the right place. And you don't really care how it looks, then you're in the right place. If you're not new here, thank you so much for coming back. I really hope you enjoyed it. I am in the middle of I would say declutter week, but it's kind of like declutter 3 weeks because I'm lazy and it takes me a while to go through everything. I've done 2 so far. If I can remember, I will link them up here, but usually I don't remember. I have done my palettes, like all palettes, eyeshadow and face, and eye and face combined, and foundations. So today I have lots of new stuff, so I just want to jump right into it. So first of all, I'm having a bad brow day and a bad hair day, but that's like every day, so it's like normal, okay? Look at these brows. They are horrible. The first new thing I have on right now, it's not new, but it's new to me. It is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Eyeshadow Primer. And I usually use either the Too Faced Shadow Insurance or the Ofra Gel Eye Primer. They're like pretty much the same thing, a sticky, like clear type base. The Ofra has a tiny bit of coverage to it, but not really. And this seems like right up my alley. Just the difference will be like longevity, creasing of the eyeshadow. I just noticed when I was using concealer, and Robert Welsh, shout out to you, because I fucking love him. He is such a good teacher because he's a professional makeup artist. Concealer, I was wondering why my eyes, like all the YouTubers, the beauty gurus, they all use concealer to prime their eyes, except for like Miriam NYC on Instagram. She's on YouTube too. She uses like the Fenty eye primer, which is kind of like these. But I was like, okay, I can use concealer too because they are. No, Crease City. Crease City. And ever since I started using eyeshadow primer, my eyeshadow has lasted all day. Okay, so got that eyeshadow primer. I'm going to be using the You're a Cutie palette from Colourpop. I am so excited about this. It looks so beautiful. I've literally only swatched like 2 shades in it. I gotta swatch some more. I can't take it. Oh my gosh, look at those. There are some super shocks in here, which I am very excited about. Once again, I sit down with no makeup wipes and no towel. Anyway, super excited. Can't wait. I have the new Cover FX Crystal Infused Elixir Mist Aquamarine Plus Hydrating. This is only 2 ounces, but it's the only size it comes in, and it was $20. And it has a really fine mist, kind of like the Colourpop Pretty Fresh. It says it's for makeup prep and throughout the day, so we're going to use it before and after. I have the Cheek Stars Reunion Tour from Benefit and I guess Morphe. Does not say Morphe on here. I think just the brushes are Morphe and Benefit collab, not this, obviously. So 2 of the shades in here I did already have. So I did get rid of that palette. I took out the Gold Rush blush and got rid of Cookie and Hula because this has Cookie and Hula in it. It does have a protector. And look at this. It has the 3 new blush shades: Georgia, Dallas, and Sugar Bomb, Hula, and Cookie, bronzer and highlight. I hate the smell of this so much, but I'm really excited to use it. I am going to be using the Weekend Beauty Queen. I got this from QVC. It has a full-size cakeless concealer in it, Boing Cakeless Concealer, the Hello Happy Brightening Foundation, and a roller lash, but I'm not going to be using that today. I really want to use up some of my older mascaras, so I'm going to be using the Ciante Wonder Wand mascara. I thought this said Wonderland for years. This is like a year and a half old, but it's still kicking. And I'm going to be using, I have these 2 blushes, the Ulta Mineral Blush and the e.l.f. Primer Infused, and Always Preppy and Peony. I don't know, we'll see. One's a little bit more cool toned. I'm going to be using the bronzer from this little Ulta Beauty palette that I got in a freebie bag. If that concealer's too drying, I do have the Magic Lumi from L'Oreal. It's a highlighter illuminating concealer, and I've never tried this before, so we'll add that on top if we have to. Then the rest of the stuff is like stuff. Oh, I do have the NYX Slide On, Glide On, Stay On, Definitely a Turn On Waterproof Extremely Color Lip Pencil in nude suede shoes. I just ordered this. I've heard so much about this, and I'm really excited. And the rest of the stuff is all like, oh, one more. These are these Eyeler London pre-glued eyelashes. These are the natural ones, 03. I did just order another pair that's more exaggerating. So, like I said in my declutter in my haul where I showed these, I was going to try to find out if they're reusable. And apparently they're only for one-time use. But I am not going to throw them out. If I have to, I'll just add a little bit more glue to them because they're actually really pretty. So I'm going to be, but how easy is that? And they're on sale at Ulta right now for $3.49. So you just glue them. I know it says they're one-time use, but you just stick it on and you go. And what if the glue stays sticky after you take them off? Then you could use them again. I don't know, but I'm going to try that shit. And the rest of the stuff, like I said, is stuff that isn't new that I'm just going to use. So we are going to jump in with the You're a Cutie palette, and I am just going to do it and zoom through it like we always do. You know how this goes. Let's not pee on mommy's makeup brushes. Good boy. Well, let it drip off. Okay, good boy.
Bye.
Bye.
You flushed.
Yeah, will you shut the door for mommy? This door, not all the way, just a little bit. Right there. Perfect.
Yeah.
Yep, thank you. Okay, we're going to zoom through this, and then I will tell my thoughts at the end. obsessed with this palette. Since these Jelly Muches from Colourpop just matched so good with the vibe of this palette, I really wanted to add one. So I'm sorry if I was blocking you the whole time. This eye is a lot more hooded than this one, so I have to go higher, and it's really hard. This is so ethereal and so beautiful. I am obsessed. Okay, the only thing about this palette, like if you saw me in the beginning, like, what's going on? So like, you see this shade right here. It looks like a bone, like matte shade, right? No. It goes on to the eyes a straight up bright baby pink, like, can't even see there. And this one that looks like a super light, neutrally, cooly brown. No. It is straight up bright pink. Like, I can't even show it on camera. But it was freaking bright pink. This duochrome blue, purple, pink shift one right there, that is so beautiful. That's what I have like on the middle of my lid. And then I have this one on the inner corner wet. Then I have this Super Shock Love Me tapped all over. And it just looks so ethereal and so beautiful. I did go in with the second deepest shade in this e.l.f. palette just for a little bit more definition. If this had like a super, super dark purple, like a color darker than this in it, or dark brown, that would be awesome. I get this is a pink palette. I really want to use this sequin shade right here. Like, it's not even coming off on camera how bright pink that is. So I have no idea where my camera stopped recording, like, at all. So I don't know if I told you that I went in with this shade just for a little bit more definition, but like these shades in here, I don't remember where my camera stopped recording. Like, that looks like a matte neutrally brown almost, and that looks like a matte bone color. They are matte, but they come off super pink. All the shades in here come off very pink, even though they look different in the pan. I'm going to clean up under my eyes and be right back. I am loving my eyes. I don't wear a lot of pink and purple, which is funny because I have the Bye Bye Birdie palette. This would be a really good companion to the Birdie palette, the like really purple themed, darker purple. You know what? That would be a good one to have a deeper outer shade. I really like it. It looks so ethereal and just like fairy-like and beautiful, and I love it. You could do some super light looks with this, or like some really soft glam, beautiful, just ethereal, fluttery looks with those lighter shades and that Super Shock, or some deeper, grungier looks with like these two shimmers and that darker purple. Really want to use this really light lilac purple called Love Note. I can't wait to play around with this palette some more. I love it, but when I tell you I want the Sailor Moon palette so freaking bad, I want the Sailor Moon palette so freaking bad. Anyway, so my face was already primed with the primerizer from Smashbox. Before I cut the camera back on, I sprayed my face with this because I wanted to use it to prep like it says, and I wanted to wait a minute for it to dry down. And it's dried down, but my face, I don't know if you can see, it has some shine. Like, look at that. It almost looks oily. It looks oily, not almost, it does. But it feels hydrated. It's almost like a thick feeling oily look. I'm not mad about it. I don't know how that's going to do on top of makeup, but we're going to test it. Anyway, let's go ahead and go in with the Benefit Hello Happy Flawless Brightening Foundation. Medium coverage, SPF 15. I did not know this has SPF in it. Why does every like dewier natural kind of foundation have to have sunscreen in it? Because there are some that don't, that look beautiful. It doesn't have to have sunscreen to be like dewy looking. Sunscreen makes me break out, so I'm kind of regretting this right now. I'm going to pump some out on my little e.l.f. palette right here and see what it's... So it's not super runny. Like, I did like 2 pumps. Probably won't use all of it, but I just want to... It's a very creamy texture, almost like gel-like. Oh, it smells like sunscreen. I'm just going to put a little bit on my face, and I still have a lot left. I'm going to go in with a brush first. This is the Real Techniques Expert Face Brush. And this is in shade 2. The foundation and the Benefit Concealer are all in shade 2. Which looks like a pretty good shade match for me. It's like light with yellow undertones. It feels very light on the skin, which is nice. Yeah. Okay, now I'm just going to go in with a little bit covering the sponge. Yeah. To get out any streaks and soak up excess product. Like peeling up. I don't know if that's from the spray or the primerizer. I need to microdermablane my face. I need to shave my face. That's a really good shade match. I don't know if it's the primers I used or what, but I'm just going to continue. I'm going to go in with the Benefit Boing Cakeless Concealer in shade number 2. And this is full size. If I have to add any hydration, I will with the Magic Lumi concealer. Okay, so once it was all set with this halo glow, I still, I think it's saving the foundation. And I'm going to have to try the Benefit Concealer when I'm not wearing foundation. I'm just not a foundation person. Like, it's really hard for me to find a foundation I like. And I don't use a lot of powder. That's why I really love this Sephora Pro Featherweight Blending Brush, because it just deposits the smallest, lightest amount of powder ever. And it is amazing. I want to go ahead and do the lower lash line while I remember, because I'm not doing a lot to it. I'm going to take that, what was supposed to be a cool tone brownie shade, which turns purple, and run that very close. Connecting it, and then I'm going to take that lightest bone color shade, but which is actually pink, and run that underneath it. Usually I would put the bronzer and the blush that I'm using under it. I'm feeling about this. foundation. Everything else I absolutely love. My eyes always come out so uneven. Oh well. Okay. And for the inner corner, I'm going to take the Super Shock shadow, which is called Love Me. Whoa. I'm coming. Hey. Woo, that is a inner corner highlight. I'm going to take that blue duochrome shade and run that in that missing space. Okay. I'm going to take some of the Super Shock and put that on top. There we go. I put a little bit of Crybaby from Colourpop in the waterline. It is my favorite. Other than a nude, I absolutely love Crybaby. It's this really pale pastel lilac lavender color. It's almost like an off purpley white. It just makes your eyes look so big. It was between that or one of these. Piggy Bank would have looked good. So would have these. They all would have went with it, but I just really love Crybaby, so I went with Crybaby. Okay, and we're not using the Ulta or e.l.f. blush today because I completely forgot we're using this. So I'm going to go ahead and bronze with some Hoola, which I love Hoola. I haven't used it in a long time. I'm going to try a different brush. Okay. Oh no, oh no. That brush is too dense. But that's the good thing about Hoola. is it really blends out. It's a little bit more red toned than I remember. Like I said, I had it in that palette, but I hadn't used it in a while. I did use it to contour quite a bit. It looks really pretty. I am just going to do a little bit more of a concentrated blend right there in the hollows. Okay, so for highlight, we're going to go in with Cookie. Which is a very, very blinding highlight. You literally only need to dab your brush in it. Jesus Christ. Do you see that? Holy shit. Oh. Sorry, my psycho cat fucking messing with my son. I do love Cookie as a nose highlight. It's not my favorite cheek highlight. It is blinding. But I like stuff a little bit more golden, beigey skin tone. This is more taupey, icy pink. It's not a bad highlight at all. It's very beautiful. It's just not like my shtick. Okay, so for blush, we have Dallas, Georgia, and Sugar Bomb. For this look, I think I'm going to go in with Sugar Bomb, and I am just going to tap my brush into all of them and swirl it. Oh, that is beautiful. Okay, I really want to try Dallas, so I'm going to go in with Dallas on the other side because it almost looks like a light bronzer. Ooh. Dallas has a lot of sheen to it. So does Georgia. Okay, so I just used all three. And I'm going to put Georgia on my nose. Georgia is way more hard pressed. And it's almost like a blush lighter. Like, just adding some pink to my nose with Sugar Bomb. So I'm looking very glowy. Okay, let's try this as a setting spray before we put on mascara. See how it goes. It smells like vitamin C. And it's almost hard to like know if you're hitting your face because of how fine the mist is, but if you get it too close, it's gonna do what it just did to me and like, but it's really fine if you hold it like far back. There we go. I feel like I'm gonna look very oily. Is there vitamin C in this? Yeah, vitamins E and C. So, an alternative to this, I have an exact dupe for this because I know exactly what this was reminding me of. Couldn't put my finger on it until I like really smelled the vitamin C in here. The Colourpop Glisten Up face mist. It's in my drawer over there where I would grab it, but it's a huge bottle for like $12. This was $20 for this tiny little thing. So I'm actually kind of disappointed that I got this. I'm just going to go in and press everything down. Yeah, this is straight up the Glisten Up Face Mist from Colourpop in a more expensive packaging. Yeah, it made me super, super dewy. Like, super dewy. I'm putting some of the Super Shock from this, which is very pink, on the high points because I just like it. Yeah, it looks really pretty. It ties in the eyes really well. I'll put a little bit on the nose. I just think it looks cute. The Super Shock from the Sweet Talk palette is the most beautiful highlight topper in the world. This one's a little bit pink, but I'm putting a little bit of cookie on my inner corner just to lighten it up, because if you do a concentrated of that Super Shock, it is very pink, and I just want my inner corners a tad bit lighter, so that worked perfectly. Bad idea. Okay, what is next? Let me put on mascara real quick so we can try these false lashes before we do lips. So. Try these pre-glued lashes. This is what they look like. Let's see how long it takes. I am loving the way my face looks. Not the foundation. I mean, it looks good. I'm just not a foundation person. And like, but I feel so like ethereal and beautiful right now and bronzy and glowy. I fucking love this Benefit palette. Okay, let's see. It's kind of hard when I'm holding a mirror. Let me try to do it like this. Okay, so these are the number 3 accents, and I feel like I definitely should have tried to conceal the band. Like, you see that huge gap right there where it just bluntly stops. But other than that, that was like really easy. And they feel on there, like, they're on there. It doesn't feel like they're gonna come loose. I like this style a lot. Now I'm excited for the other ones. I am going to conceal the band once I get off camera because all my eyeliners are up there. So I know it looks a little bit crazy. I almost want to use this. Would that be too much? Let's see. Yeah, that's too much. That's too much. Okay, so I'm going to put on nude suede shoes. Well, that is a super nude. This is a good one for overlining. I'm about to order 400 more of these. Like, it goes on super creamy, but it dries matte like super fast. I'm gonna put Starling from Colourpop from Colourpop on. Which is an ultra blotted. But I'm going to take some of the Benefit concealer. Just in the center. Okay. My lips feel like super dry. And that is the finished look using all these new products that I've had for a little while. Standout products are these two palettes. I freaking love them so much. The Magic Lumi Concealer and the lip pencil. I love these so much. The eyelashes, I really, really, really like I'm going to conceal the band, and I think they're going to look so good. Let me know if I like this, not as a setting spray, and you don't need to buy this. Go buy the Colourpop Glisten Up Mist, the one Kathleen talks about. They are identical. Identical. Don't buy that. Buy the other one if this is something you're interested in. Let me know if you've tried any of these and how you feel about it. I love this palette so much. It's just perfect. Nice nudie neutral blushes, a pinky blush, bronzer. You have all of it in here. And I really like the way my skin looks. Like, I'll get close up. Like, usually I have crusting around here and on my chin, and I don't. My forehead looks so good. Like, I'm feeling myself right now. Look at my little cheetah nails. Anyway, I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, like, share, and subscribe. And don't forget to hit that post notifications bell so you're notified every time I upload, if you want to. If not, that's fine too. There are plenty of other better people to watch, like Robert Welsh. If you can't tell, I'm obsessed with him. And yeah, I will see you in my next one.